how do you organize data of students with cell phones that also have MP3 players? In this lesson, you will learn how to construct a two-way table by collecting and organizing data from a verbal description. Let's review. A two-way table shows data that pertain to two different categories. In this two-way table example, we are looking up to see how many students own either cell phones, MP3 players, both, or none. The headers are on the top and the left. You would place the numbers that represent each scenario in the middle and then total the rows and the columns. A common mistake when working with two-way tables is just remembering that when we get this total number here, we've either added these two numbers to get that number, or we've added these two numbers to get that number. We would never add all four of those numbers together. Let's look at a verbal description. A survey of 8th graders at a middle school found that 73 students own a cell phone and 60 of those students also own an MP3 player. There are 9 students that do not own a cell phone but own an MP3 player. 8 students do not own either device. What we want to do here is use a two-way table to organize this information, because just looking at all of these words can be a little overwhelming. We want to make it a little easier to see what really is going on. So we have a two-way table. We have people that either have a cell phone or don't have a cell phone, and that's reflected in the columns. And then we have people that have an MP3 player or don't have an MP3 player, and that's reflected in the rows. So now we're going to go read the problem line by line and fill in the numbers that we know. We know that there are 73 students that own a cell phone. So the total students owning a cell phone is 73. Of those students that own a cell phone, 60 also own an MP3 player. So we would put a 60 here to represent the number of students with a cell phone and an MP3 player. There are 9 students that do not own a cell phone, but they do own an MP3 player. So no cell phone, but an MP3 player would be here. And then lastly, don't let the word fool you. This is a number. 8 students do not own either device. So no cell phone, no MP3 player for these 8 students. We've pulled all the information that we had in the table, or the verbal description, and put it into the table, but we still have some missing cells. We're going to have to use what we know about a two-way table to complete the table. We know that we can add the 60 and the 9 in the first row to get our total, which is 69. Now that we have that, we would like to add the second row, but we don't have a number here. How could we find this number? We know that 60 and whatever this number is has to equal 73. So we work backwards. We subtract 60 from 73 to get 13. We can take this 13, add it to this 8 to get 21. Now it's just a matter of adding the columns. 9 plus 8 would be 17. So we have 17 students that don't have a cell phone. And then we would say 69 and 21, or we could say 73 and 17. Either way, we should get the same answer. And in this case, it is 90. So now that long word problem has been simplified, and we've even added in more information and organized all of it in this two-way table. In this lesson, you have learned how to construct a two-way table by collecting and organizing data from a verbal description.